What's up, guys? This is UnrivaledSkyrim and welcome to Total War TV Hub. This is a 2v2 replay for Total War Rome 2, and this was a battle played with GeneralSantucci, which is another member of the Total War TV Hub, and this was a fun and engaging battle, and I hope you enjoy. We both brought rush builds for the Seleucids, and my army has the yellow banner and his has the maybe blue banner, and we both have similar armies. He's got 4 or 5 silver shield pikemen, his general's in the center, supported by one cheap unit of levy pikemen, and he's got 6 units of Hellenic cataphracts, and he is currently, one of his units is being skewered with bolts by Macedon's Greek Scorpions. He's got 2 of them, but in the battle the rules were no artillery, so he did break the rule, but we didn't care. But yeah, currently he is being skewered. At least one of his units is right now.
That's me.
And my army is, I think, 5 or 4 units of silver shield pikemen supported with 2 silver shield swordsmen. These guys are pretty sick. They fight like legionnaires, and they do discharge javelins right before engaging in melee combat. So they're pretty good, well-rounded unit. Good armor stats and attack stats. And I have 4 Hellenic cataphracts supported by 2 Egma cavalry. Right now we are going to send our infantry in the center, or at least that was the plan, and we are going to attack both of our opponent's flanks. He is going to the extreme right, while mine go to the extreme left, and I'm going to try to take this height advantage right here. And the Macedonian player sees what I'm doing, so he is going to try to engage with my cataphracts and intercept them, but he does bunch up his companions and his Sarissa cavalry, or Sarissa cavalry are back here. That's going to allow me to counter-charge at will, and I even have 1 free unit of cataphracts left. And like I said, once again, he's going to bunch up his cavalry. One tip: if you're in a cavalry engagement or any engagement whatsoever, try not to bunch up your units. That's when you just like select them all and tell them to attack 1 unit, to go straight for it, and try to differentiate your attacks, and like 1 unit attack 1 while other attack another unit, so that'll space them out even more. So it's working to my advantage right now, and his cavalry are pretty much surrounded, and they are going to get totally swamped. So that's all good for me. Another thing, yeah, definitely don't send your archers against pikes. That's a bad idea. That was a micro mistake on the Macedonian player. It happens, so. But let's take a look on this flank. The Roman player had some auxiliary African elephants, and they are going against GeneralSantucci's heavily armored Hellenic cataphracts. See, they're classified as super heavy shot cavalry. So they're going to deal these elephants the business. Elephants are not, elephants are definitely not as strong as they are in Rome 1. They can be defeated by regular foot and companions and cavalry units. So you have to be wary against that, especially if they're bogged down and outnumbered. They will die just like any other unit. So the Roman player is trying to counter-charge and take out his cataphracts. And GeneralSantucci, after seeing what my opponent is trying to do, he's going to disengage, and he's going to go further up on the hill. So he may lose this unit right here, who is caught on several of the Roman player's units, but he will gain the height that we wanted, and he will rescue most of his cataphracts, which are going in slow motion. Look at that. Okay, yeah, now they're running out of there. So that was a good exchange. Now the Macedonian cavalry is pretty much destroyed, and that leaves the his back lines totally exposed. So let's get some insert action. Yeah, this is my Agma Cav. They're more suited for the charge, and charge they will. Yeah, total destruction right there. Yeah, the Macedonian player had some shield bearers, and they're accompanied by some levy pikemen, who are now biting the dust right now, or biting the sand, more like it. And the Roman player sent one more Praetorian cavalry to try to rescue the Macedonian infantry and do a rear charge on GeneralSantucci's Silver Shield pikemen, but he was too late. We had already routed the Macedonian, or the most of the Macedonian infantry, so that rear charge was repelled by GeneralSantucci turning around his men in time. So that was a good exchange right there. So now the situation is our teammates are kind of out of balance right now. The Macedonian player is pretty much neutralized. The only thing he's really got going for him right now is 2 units of healthy silver shield, or not silver shield, shield bearers, and the Macedonian player is going to try to cut his losses and try to retreat, but he is going to get caught by GeneralSantucci's infantry. So here I'm going to send up my guys, and now they have equal footing with the Romans. So it's good to take out. It was good that we took out the Macedonian player first, because now we can totally surround the Roman player now. And now the infantry are going to clash. Now I thought my opponent was going to try to sacrifice that unit of auxiliary infantry to hold my Silver Shield pikemen momentarily, while his Praetorian Guard would have gotten the better positioning, or they would have charged into my Silver Shield pikemen, which would have been messed up by his auxiliary infantry, but I guess not. Yeah, it's always good to use minor units to use them in delaying actions, or to just to momentarily hold off some heavy infantry, while your own heavy infantry can charge in and deal a better blow than normally. So right here, I'm going to do something clumsy. I'm going to charge straight into these auxiliary infantry. They are spear wielding, so they do get to receive some sort of bonus fighting cav. Even though it's going to take a lot of casualties, it was able to hold off my cavalry momentarily for some gladiators and a unit of armored legionnaires to countercharge, and now my cataphracts are stuck in a melee fight with heavy infantry right now, so that's not very good. And kind of the same thing was over here, but GeneralSantucci's cavalry, which was waiting up on the hill up there, are now fighting against Praetorian cavalry. And I did have 1 free unit, and yeah, that's going to rout 3 units pretty much of Praetorian guards and some auxiliary infantry, and I think another what's it called, gladiator unit. So if you take a look right now, we are surrounding the Roman player, and now the Macedonian player has no more units, and that frees up the rest of GeneralSantucci's infantry, so he will send them up to support pretty soon. Yeah, now some of my units are routing. I think one of my Silver Shields legionnaires or swordsmen, sorry, this ain't Rome 1, I think it routed completely, because it got pretty much swamped in between like 3 units of Roman heavy infantry, but that's alright, because how I got them surrounded, so it's all good.
Hack them down! Advance at speed! Orders!
Yeah, let's get some close-ups. What am I doing? You guys want to see some close-ups, don't you? Oh, look at that dude.
Never surrender.
Yeah, thoughts on this battle?
Withdraw.
I think our opponents, I always say this when you're trying to flank someone on the hill and they're up on the hill, always try to go around them, but what they should have done was try to better, intercept our cavalry on both wings, and I think they could have, had a better time of dealing with our cavalry outflanking them, which would have made the battle a whole lot more difficult. But since we rushed them and kind of tipped them off balance, and took both flanks, that ultimately gave us the ability to divide and conquer and then to surround them. So I like to say good game of my opponents. It was a great battle fighting with GeneralSantucci. Please like and subscribe to our channel, the Total War TV Hub, and as always, see you guys later.